Yeah, we haven't made a decision yet. Just a lot of moving parts and a lot of family and emotions and expectations.
Zach and Tori were once really popular on Little People Big World, but someone really close to Tori let it slip that they might be leaving the show, and you'll never believe why. Zach and Tori might be hiding a huge secret that they've actually left the show. Tori's manager may have accidentally let the news slip in one of the weirdest ways ever, and I honestly couldn't believe it when I saw it. Basically, Tori's management posted a picture of her, and they wrote something really odd in the caption that caught my attention immediately. They described Tori as an avid professional photographer who loves spending time with her kids, and they went on to say that Tori is married to Zach Roloff, and that she was on the show Little People Big World on TLC, and then they also added how they were grateful to continue to build their relationship with Tori and her family. And now, I don't know if you noticed, but they said that Tori was on the show, not that she is on it, but that she was on it, as if this wasn't something from her past. And that's the thing that really struck me as strange. I mean, it's possible that they just kind of worded it wrong and that they didn't mean anything by it, but the phrasing is just so weird that I think there might be something to it. And this is Tori's management. I mean, they would for sure know if she and Zach were about to leave the show, right? So I think it's possible that they might have accidentally let it slip, and they definitely know the truth, and maybe they didn't realize what they were saying. And weirdly enough, they've actually since fixed the caption. So it now says that Tori is on the show, not that she was on it, but I don't think this means much, to be honest, because they probably saw that people were freaking out about the post, and they basically had to change it. So if it is true, and Tori and Zach actually left the show, you know, then they couldn't have kept it there because it would seem like confirmation, and if it isn't true, then changing it would still make sense. So the only thing that this change means is that they didn't mean to announce anything, but that was kind of obvious in the first place. And this is all speculation, but I think there might be something to the rumors. I mean, someone on Reddit recently pointed out that Tori has been posting a lot more sponsored content on her Instagram lately, and they theorized that maybe she was trying to make more money this way, because if she and Zach were going to leave the show, they would obviously lose all the money they were making from it, and it would make perfect sense for Tori to start looking for other sources of income, and taking more paid sponsorships would be one way to do it. And one of the biggest reasons why I think Zach and Tori might be leaving is because Zach and Matt's feud. They haven't exactly been on the best of terms recently, ever since Matt announced that he would be selling a portion of the farm to a stranger after he refused to sell to Zach, and things have been pretty bad between them. And you know, Matt even made a pretty obvious dig at Zach and Jeremy recently. He shared this post on his Instagram saying that he was looking for strong and reliable employees to help around the farm, and Matt has previously criticized Zach and Jeremy for being lazy. So, you know, this post that he made felt pretty pointed, and it might not have been about Zach and Jeremy at all, but given what Matt has said about them in the past, I kind of just feel like it has easily been a dig. And if things really are this bad between Matt and Zach, then it wouldn't surprise me at all if Zach and Tori left the show. But, you know, this does make me worried about the future of the show, because I honestly think that if they leave, it might be the end of Little People Big World, because recently, I mean, it's just felt like to me that the show was setting up for less and less screen time for Matt and Amy, and more screen time for Zach and his family, and they were giving Zach and Tori more storylines. So I thought that the show would shift focus to, you know, them eventually, but now it seems like this might not happen after all, and Zach leaving would also be especially huge, because Zach is currently the only Roloff child that's still participating in the show, and I honestly doubt they do, you know, the show with just Matt and Amy. I mean, there's nothing to that, and I would hope that Zach wouldn't just leave the show like this, but considering everything that went down between him and his dad when the last season premiered, it definitely seems like a very likely possibility that Zach and Tori decided to leave the show. And it's not just that, even Amy seemingly dropped a hint recently about the show getting canceled, and this all happened when she posted a couple of photos on her Instagram recently, and she talked about how it was National I Love Food Day, and that's why she posted a bunch of photos of her and one of her friends in the kitchen, and she said that she would definitely be celebrating the day because food was one of her favorite things. And she then went on to say that she didn't just love cooking and coming up with recipes to share with everyone, but that gathering together with friends and family over a meal and connecting while they were eating something delicious had provided provided her with some of her most special memories. And what was weird about her post was that it seemed much higher quality than some of the posts she's made in the past, and someone on Reddit pointed this out, and I thought it was really interesting because if you look at Amy's recent posts, you can really see how the production quality and even Amy's appearance have been ramped up. And just like Tori in her sponsored posts, Amy has been putting a lot of energy and effort into promoting these posts and videos, which makes me think that she might be preparing for the show to be over, just like Tori, because Amy will also need another source of income if the show is getting canceled, and I really think that that might be the case. And it's also possible that there just hasn't been any official news, but Amy might just have a feeling that it might be about to happen because, like I said, I don't see how they would keep the show going without Zach and Tori. And I mean, you know, who knows? Maybe they'll pull a Counting On and do a spin-off show that gets rid of Amy and Matt and make it, you know, entirely about Zach and Tori and their kids, but I don't think that they'd be interesting enough to do an entire show about. And Matt and Amy have pretty much been the main source of drama and entertainment on the show in recent years, and between their divorce and remarriages and business ventures, most of the interesting stuff that's happened on the show has been about them, and I can't see the show working without Zach and Tori, but I also don't think Zach and Tori could pull off an entire show that was just about them. I mean, I think the show really can't afford to lose any one of them, and if the rumors are true and Zach and Tori are leaving, then I feel like the show might really be over. But what do you guys think? I mean, do you think Zach and Tori might have actually left the show? And what do you think might happen next? Guys, let me know in the comments below.